Let's have a look at how Duggar inoculates his edamame. Dickhead! Oh no, it's time to go digging with Duggar. G'day, Duggar and Buds here. We've had a bit of late rain here in September, which has given me a great chance to get down and throw some edamame into the ground. One of the really important things to do with edamame is make sure that you inoculate the seeds correctly. I'm going to show you how I inoculate and plant my edamame seeds. Righto then, let's go planting with Duggar and Budsy. Edamame is not normally something that I would be looking at planting in September. September, October, November is usually the dry season and shut down veggies for good here in North Queensland. It's just too hot and too dry to even bother. For anyone thinking about planting some edamame, inoculating that seed is really important, and it's also really easy to do. Edamame, like most legumes, will fix nitrogen from the air and store it in nodules on the roots. These nodules are made up of colonies of bacteria. When you buy your soybean, you're probably going to get a bag of inoculant with it. To inoculate your seeds, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need a plastic bag, a little bit of lime, some inoculant, and some edamame seeds. Inoculating the seeds is not difficult, but it just takes a bit of work. I start off with a bit of lime in the bottom of a bag. The lime helps the inoculant stick to the coating of the seed. Grab some of your inoculant here. And we'll pour a little bit of that. Enough to coat all the seeds. I'd say that's probably enough. Give that a bit of a mix around. Right, the next thing that we want is a couple of drops of water in. You really don't want much more than a couple of drops of water. So I'm just going to try and shake a few out from the end of the hose and see if we can't get any. Oh, there's a couple of drops in there. We'll just give that a bit of a shake now. Right, I'm just going to really quickly mark a few lines for myself here. I'll just follow those lines down with my hand and run a not too deep furrow to put these into. A few of our seeds here that are nicely coated in the inoculant. And we'll just run along and dump them in here. I'm going about 10 centimetres apart. Seems to be a good distance for the edamame. Alright, that's the gist of it. Time to speed things up and get stuff done. Alright, there you have it. A whole heap of edamame in the ground. These seeds are going to need probably 6 or 7 days of no rain to come out of the ground nicely without rotting. I think we've got that covered. Those seeds are going to start emerging and looking like this. As luck would have it, I actually have one mature edamame plant up here in the top garden. As you can see, these pods are about as fat as they're going to get. And it's time to pull the plant out. So it's a really good chance to see if there's any effect that the inoculation has on these things. Let's see what we can get hold of here. It does have a few of the little balls on its roots. So these little things are now full of colonies of bacteria that started with that little black inoculant that we put on the seed. As it's a symbiotic relationship between the plant and the microorganisms. It's really important for plant growth and overall health of your soil as well, to make sure that these populations are maintained. I think I'll take the time now to also plant some freshly inoculated edamame seeds in the top veggie garden as well, in a hope to replenish the stocks of microorganisms there. I've said it before, Muppet really loves edamame. Don't you, Muppet? There you go. Something to put in your veggie garden in September in the dry tropics. Edamame. I don't think you can go wrong. Alright, I'm going to take these beans and have myself some lunch. Dugger out.